time we said that sometimes we don't really fall in love with people just per se.
Yeah.
But sometimes it is what they awaken in us. And sometimes we make a mistake and we think that we are falling in love with somebody, but there's something that somebody awakens in you.
Yeah.
Say, for example, somebody feels the matundoriro that as
you got it right. I think I've been saying it enough times on this show. Yes.
Because of seeing someone with certain height and they just feel something because of the appearance of somebody. Sometimes it is somebody awakening what do we call it, a scent that we love.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, there are times when we project our deficiencies on others.
Okay.
Maybe it is something that you so much missed, but you so much yearn to have someone come and fill that empty cup. Because as far as you are concerned, your cup is empty. And therefore, when you come across somebody who carries some attributes that you so much desired, but you never got to acquire them, you feel like they are awakening something in you.
Yes.
And therefore we say, we do not necessarily fall in love with people just per se, but because of what they awaken in us.
Yeah.
And we cannot call it love at that particular point.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think, Dr. Taji, looking at it from a sociologist point of view, would you say that probably as a culture we are conditioned to probably just chase that high, probably want the easy things, or kama imekuwa ngumu to just look at what is easiest for us to get into or enjoy?
Thank you. Actually, what you're describing is what some sociologists call the Hollywood model of love.
Hollywood?
Yes, the Hollywood model.
Okay.
Because it was conceptualized in Hollywood, actually.
Yes.
In movies, that love can be spontaneous, and intense.
We are walking, we've hit each other, books have flown on the floor, then we are picking it up, looking at each other.
Then when you lock eyes, there's something
happens. The world stops.
Yes.
Birds are chirping.
And in fact, it's frozen at that point.
Yes.
that is the Hollywood model of romance. And for them, romance is an industry. Love is an industry.
Okay.
That sells. It's big money, you know. They move from the movies themselves. Weddings are big money things, and then the ring, the gowns, and all this that is associated with love.
Yes.
And now we even have dating apps and so on.
Yes.
All of these are part of the romance industry that is selling the idea that love can be spontaneous and intense. Unfortunately, of course, the spontaneity ends with the time. But the intensity, unfortunately, many people expect the intensity to continue
grow
for a long time. But when it does not continue for long, again, the Hollywood notion, the Hollywood model involves spontaneous divorce. Okay? Spontaneous separation. I no longer feel you, and therefore we separate. So it is something that we are conditioned into by everything around us, through media, through talk, and so on, the expectation. So we're just falling into a conditioned model.
I mean, even storybooks as Cinderella. I just need, like atanipata tu hapa, helpless, they will save me, there's a chariot, and he looks a certain kind of way. It is not...
There's something, what we call it, that I have noticed, even with myself. When somebody is extremely kind with their words, the way they talk to you, and they give you the whole attention. If you're not careful, it could change your dimension of the way you see them and begin to feel something different. And I think that is what causes that attraction that people call many times falling in love
at first sight.
Instantly. Then there's something else that also attracts people instantly like that, is the way they are poised, the way they talk, the way they stand, their confidence, and sometimes their physical appearance. Somebody who is very well groomed tends to cause you to be attracted to them instantly. And that's why I spoke in the beginning. I said, you have to just be disciplined. And what Miriam has said, don't fall in love with love, because it becomes an addiction, so to speak. And when that, you know, the person no longer talks the same way, because there are people who initially they will speak to you in a very, you know, very soft way, very attractive way. Words are put together very well that will cause you to keep wanting to listen to this person. In fact, you'll go so far. There's something I felt. Let me say this. I want just to add on to this.
Okay.
Even after you get married, for us who are married, there's one person you ever interacted with that keeps flashing back into your life. And that is with me. I don't know others, but I want to say it's not something that you want to talk about it to your lover or to your husband or to your wife, but it's something very remote, very primitive, that you remember that person, the way they talk to you, the way they held your hand when you are talking, the way you locked eyes. You realize that you never found that anywhere else, and yet now you're married. So you keep wondering, was that the love, or was this the love? You know, you keep asking yourself. And that is the most natural way to feel. But I feel marriage is not led. You don't lead yourself into marriage, or you are not led to marriage by what you felt about somebody for just a moment or a few weeks or a few days. Even if it's a few months, that's not what leads you to establish yourself into a permanent relationship.
So we agree that this excitement will fade.
They do.
It will fade. So what happens then? What determines if that is how we met and we've decided probably to build on it? Somehow I like how you talk. We can see, other than the first impression, a lot of that. But what determines whether that kind of fast-paced falling in love now actually materializes into something more substantial?
Maybe you take that, Mikali, a bit of it. I'm sure other guys will have input. That kind of attraction, as you're saying, helps bring you together in the very beginning. Where you're feeling like, I want to get to know this person better. And that's precisely it, getting to know the person. And in getting to know the person, that's when you ask the questions. Are we compatible? Intellectually, spiritually, mentally? Are we on the same level? Can we actually sit and have a conversation together? And these conversations that we're having, are we having logical conversations? Are we having things that can build us together to be one? And you realize most of the time you end up realizing we're not compatible. We can't even hold a conversation. And after the matunduriros are over, you feel, okay, that is over. Like there's nothing else holding us together. The conversations are rather boring and bland. We don't have the same intellectual whatever. We don't have the same mind about money. We have nothing in common. The only thing that held us together was my feelings. Let me give you a very personal experience. I was young, very young, and you're just breaking out. I grew up in a very strict family, and so this is a time now that you've gone to campus, you're just breaking out, So you've gone for a picnic. Attraction is very silly. You've gone for a picnic, and then you see this guy dancing in a particular way, like, dang, he's dancing well. I like the way he's dancing. You start feeling like, and he looks good. And you get attracted to this person just by merit of how they are dancing, how they are carrying themselves, how they look confident and cocky, like Bishop was saying, he looks confident, he has a sense of humor, and you're like, this is it. I found the one, And things lead to one another. You know, you start talking, you start dating, but then pale kwa dating, you're like, lakini, yani we have nothing to say to each other.
Yes.
Except when we are holding hands, we have nothing to say to each other. In fact, you're hoping, let's go to the movies because we don't have to conversate, we don't have to talk. Then you realize, okay, after that, then even, yani, there are no commonalities, there's no common ground, and you quickly, quote unquote, fall out of love. Whatever attracted you to this person is the same thing in Akusinya. This time you're like, you could dance. You know? And when you draw you to this person, that is how they dance. No, yes. It's the same style all the time. Come on. You know, you're like, you know, and you fall out. Because you know, so what I'm trying to say is, yes, that may lead you to want to be with this person. But then you come to realize there's no common ground. There's nothing to build on. I've found, you know, even the Bible says, whoever builds their house on sinking sand sinks. But if you build it on a strong foundation, it stays. So you realize that the attraction is just a spark to get you to build something. But if it remains to be the foundation, mtasink mahali. Mtaenda tu mtasink. Mtaenda tu mkinini, mnajipata tu mmeanguka.
Okay.